Attention Yorba Linda parents, imagine your kid representing Yorba Linda in Washington, D.C. just because they want to help solve local problems and become community leaders. Now imagine them winning up to $100,000. Well, if you have a 6th through 8th grader, they have a chance to do both of these at the same time. How? Well, that's exactly what today's episode is about. On today's episode, I'll be sitting down with 2 community leaders and we're going to be going over everything that you need to know about the upcoming National Civics Bee that's kicking off right here in Yorba Linda. So if you want to learn more, let's go ahead and get into it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the show today. So today, the main reason I'm here is to talk about the Civics Bee. So before we get started, I want to go ahead and introduce my 2 guests today, Chris Lowe as well as Anthony Johnson. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and then we'll go ahead and get into the Civics Bee.
Thanks, Josh. Definitely. My name is Anthony Johnson, and I am president of the Yorba Linda Chamber of Commerce Foundation.
Anthony, thank you very much. My name is Chris Lowe. I'm the director of education here at the Richard Nixon Foundation and Library, and had the benefit of growing up here in the community.
All right, so now let's go ahead and get the community some information about the Civics Bee. So, Chris, can you tell us a little bit about exactly what this is?
Thanks, Josh. We are so excited this year to host the California's first annual Civics Bee. I was able to go to D.C. last November, and I saw the 2nd annual National Civics Bee. 27 individuals from 27 states were competing, and I got to tell you, it was amazing to see those students get up on stage, argue, and make a pitch for their community development plan. This nice young lady named Emily from Alaska ultimately won, and she was the first National Civics Bee champion, but it was inspirational, and I really enjoyed being there.
Got it. So for anybody that doesn't know what a Civics Bee is, can you kind of go over maybe what the basic description of what that would be is?
Absolutely. Do you want to take this one, or do you want?
You can do it, yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you again for the question. So we're all familiar with the spelling bee.
Yep.
I think they've been celebrating 109 years, and it's usually in the elementary ages. This is a Civics Bee focused for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders.
Okay.
Middle school is the focus. And they're challenging students at that age to come up with a community benefit for their local community, for their local town, their local village. And they have to go online and they have to submit answers to 3 essay prompts, very short, 500-word responses. And then ultimately those responses are judged and they participate in a regional competition.
Okay.
And then that regional competition feeds to a statewide competition. We're excited to host the first ever California regional competition this year, and we're going to send our finalists to the Reagan Library for the state finals. And the great news is next year we get to host the state finals here in Yorba Linda. So exciting stuff.
Okay, and that'll happen in the Richard Nixon Library next year, or where will that happen? Do you know yet?
This year we're going to host it on March 12th right here in the Richard Nixon Library. The first time ever California is having their regionals, and then the Reagan Library will host the finals, and then 2026, which corresponds with the 250th anniversary of our country, we're going to host the state finals. So it's an exciting 2 years for us. Really looking forward to launching this program here in Yorba Linda.
Okay. So, Anthony, can you maybe go over why someone would want to take the time to go through and write these essays and kind of give their opinions about what's going on in the community and how they can help improve the community?
Yeah, definitely. So this is really a great opportunity for these middle schoolers to really show exactly what they know about their community and what they want to make their community better.
Okay.
It really will show all their knowledge and all of their inspirations for the community, and and really just show why they love their community so much. Okay. And like Chris said, it's for any 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, regardless if it's public school, private school, homeschool, charter, whatsoever. If you're a middle schooler, we are encouraging you to apply.
Okay. And then about 500 words you said correct for this. Now, the biggest thing that really caught my attention when I first heard about this and started looking into it is the prize money. So everybody's always interested in the prize money. So can you tell us a little bit about the different type of prizes available for the Civics Bee and how you can go ahead and get those type of prizes?
Yeah, so there's prizes at each level. So at the regional here at the Nixon Library, then at the final at the Reagan Library, then at the national level.
Okay.
So here you do get a cash prize, and then the top, I believe, 3 participants will then move on to the state final at the Reagan Library, and then from there, like Chris said, only 1 participant will represent California and then go on to the national in Washington, D.C., and they could earn up to $100,000.
Wow. Okay.
The grand prize.
So
yes.
that's a lot of money, especially
Yes.
if you're in 6th, 7th grade, 6th, 7th, or 8th grade. It sounds like something that could definitely set you on a different trajectory.
Absolutely, Josh. And I got to tell you, again, being there in D.C., Emily was the first national champion to receive the $100,000. Her family's from Alaska,
Yep.
and it was life-changing money for her.
Yeah.
So her college is going to get paid for. You know, her family was so thankful, but this was a big deal for them.
Okay.
And $100,000
Yeah.
can make a significant impact. So I love the fact that it's a significant amount. Just to put it in perspective, and not that we're competitive, but the National Spelling Bee only awards $50,000.
Got it.
So
Okay.
this is double the amount,
Yeah.
and it's exciting.
Okay. And so if someone wants to submit an essay or even find out more information about how to submit an essay, what is the best way they can go about doing that?
There's really two ways you can go about doing it. One, I would suggest you go to our local Yorba Linda Chamber of Commerce,
Okay.
and they have a page dedicated to the Civics Bee, and it
Okay.
has all the information, all the links. Or you can go to the U.S. Chamber of Commerce Civics Trust and submit your information online there as well.
Okay, and we'll go ahead and make sure we pop those on the screen, and also make sure I put that in the description below. So if you want to check it out, you'll be able to find all the information there. So for the essays that need to be written, when do these need to be turned in by?
That's a great question, Josh. It has to be turned in and finalized, pencils down, by February 4th.
Okay.
So we still have, I think, 2 weeks to
Yeah.
get your essays in. As I mentioned before, there's 3 prompts, and I think it's 500 words, up to 500 words per prompt.
Got it.
So
Okay, and then in terms of the prompts, do we know kind of the general questions they're asking yet, or is that something you have to sign up before you can get those?
no, you can definitely see the prompts. It's identifying a need within your community and
Okay.
describe that need, a solution, a progressive solution to a challenge that is facing your community, things of that nature.
Okay.
Very civics focused,
Yeah.
very community, local focused. The questions aren't difficult, and
Got it.
I talked to one student who submitted last week, and I believe it took him, about an hour to, answer all 3 questions thoughtfully and do some of the research.
Okay.
We encourage our students to reach out to their government officials, reach out to the principals who are engaged in, the issues that they're trying to solve,
Yeah.
to get real-time feedback.
Okay. So if anybody wants more information about this, again, I'm going to put the link right down there so you can see how to get more information. It is due by February 4th, so you definitely want to get on it as quick as you can. And there is prize money involved from the lowest level all the way to the highest level of $100,000. So if you're interested in that, if you're 6th, 7th, or 8th grade, make sure you check it out because it's a good amount of money and it's a great way to get involved in the community as well as make your footprint heard within the community as well. So you'll be able to see some problems, help address it, help solve it, and really start to get involved in your local community. So thank you both for joining me today. And everybody, until next time, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you on the next show. Bye.